Howdy. Two patients, they limp into two different medical clinics with the very same complaint. Both have trouble walking and appear to require a hip replacement. The first patient is examined within the hour, is x-rayed the same day, and has a time booked for surgery within a week. The second patient sees his family doctor after waiting 3 weeks for an appointment, then waits 8 weeks to see a specialist, then gets an x-ray, which isn't reviewed for another 2 weeks, and finally has a surgery scheduled for 8 to 10 months from then. Why the different treatment for the two different patients? That's pretty simple. The first one is a golden retriever, and the second is a Canadian citizen. Next time, y'all should go see a vet. That would be the Canadian healthcare system, just saying. In Las Vegas, Nevada, it's always disappointing to read the newspapers there. I like the Las Vegas Sun, or I don't know that I like it so much, but I like to look at it at least. There's a couple of newspapers in the area, but you kind of want to be up to date on what's going on. I own investment properties in Las Vegas. I have a residence in Las Vegas. I have an office in Las Vegas. So I kind of feel semi-connected. And the Sun does make me crazy, though. That would be the newspaper, the Las Vegas Sun. Just the other day, they said, hey, we endorse the other guy. And they went on to say, history offers us a clear choice and demands one and only one proper answer. This election is such a moment that the proper answer is Joe Biden for president. It's time to heal our nation. America needs Biden to protect our future as a free people, to make sure that children in school have enough to eat. All of that would kind of imply that we're not free now, and would also imply that children in school don't eat. Then they go on to say that the planet has to be protected because of global warming. I don't know that there's much evidence with that, not certainly that I've seen. Affordable health care, makes it sound, there's more to the sentence, that people are dying in the waiting room because they don't have proper insurance, and the doctor goes, giggle, giggle, stay here and pass away, pass out, pass away. And the treatment of black Americans is awful. And with Biden as president, adults will pry the steering wheel from a wild toddler. So they're very insulting as well. Leadership from someone who knows government. It's time for that. Well, certainly Biden does know government. By contrast, this is the Sun talking. This ain't me talking. This will be the newspaper, the communist newspaper. By contrast, President Donald Trump's campaign offers practically nothing of a vision for a second term. Instead, Trump presents a list of promises kept. Right, like building the wall and making Mexico pay for it. Promises like that? Let's see, only 300 miles of the 1,200-mile wall has even been constructed, and we're still waiting for the check in the mail from Mexico. Well, come on. Firstly, the wall's not constructed because of the Democrats. Don't you all read other papers, even your own paper? I mean, Nancy Pelosi and everybody, they'll say, let's give everybody free health care, but let's not give you any money to build the wall. On it goes. In Mexico, with regard to their paying, Trump has said, you're paying, and they are paying. He's included it in a whole bunch of taxes. I mean, you know what? So many people go to Vegas, you should probably try to be impartial and just be quiet if you think like that. There's pages and pages of comments that are the opposite of that endorsement. And they're saying, how dare you talk like that, and goes on. The ongoing attacks for the political establishment and fake news like that newspaper on President Donald Trump, which began even before he was president, are without parallel in history. The savagery, frenzy, and outright hysteria displayed by the president's enemies within the Democrat Party, the media has said, and the various power centers, the globalist elites have no prior president. Ever. There's never, ever been a movie like this one before, has there? The president has been spied on, lied about, insulted, ridiculed, scorned, mocked, and threatened. We have witnessed Hollywood celebrities, people that we pay to go and watch, right? Good grief. We've seen them advocate for blowing up the White House with dynamite, with bombs, demand the president be beaten up and put in jail and assassinated and his children tortured. Can you believe this? It sounds like a movie, and sexually assaulted. Wow, we've seen politicians in Washington try to convict the president of non-existent crimes, investigate him and his family members for everything, from tax returns to having certain people stay at his hotels, right? No other president in American history has been treated in such a shameful manner. What is it about this president that terrifies and terrorizes the left? What is it? One word comes to mind. I guess he's outspoken. He tramples on political correctness, and that doesn't go with their makeup. But I think it's swamp. That would be the word. He's draining the swamp. And those people have been in the swamp forever. Biden, 47 years of swampy stuff, probably came in with that much of a net worth and makes that much of a salary. And now he's worth that much. And what do you think? Did he get that from that? Let me remind all of these left-wing wackos what happened in 2016. Clinton was going to win, everybody said, and here's what really happened. There are 3,141 counties in the United States of America. Clinton won 57. Trump won 3,084 counties out of 3,141. Go way back 4 years. And remember those maps of America that used to be up in the newsroom walls and all the liberals cringed when they saw it? It was all red. Because in America, of course, red is Republican. They're all red. There's little spots of blue. I think you're going to see that again here November 3rd. There are 62 counties, though, in New York State. Trump won 46 of them. Clinton won 16. Clinton won the vote, the popular vote, by about 1.5 million votes. So people said, well, she really won. Let's get rid of the Electoral College. Let's analyze that. In the 5 counties that she won, Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Richmond, and Queens, she received 2 million more votes than Trump. So therefore, these 5 counties alone more than accounted for Clinton winning the popular vote of the entire nation. Okay, these 5 counties, they make up 300, a little bit more than 300 square miles. But the US of A is made up of almost 4 million square miles. Are you doing this math in your head? I mean, it's less than, what is that, 0.001% or something of the landmass of America that was won by the left. Clinton left, kind of the same thing. So it would be ludicrous to even suggest that the vote of those that encompass a mere 300 square miles should dictate the outcome of a national election. Without the Electoral College, America would be governed by people that live in one little place in the country. And what's up with that? I mean, if they didn't have the Electoral College, it'd be like Canada. That's pretty much it. In Canada, you have the area code 905 and 416 that those votes dictate what the country does and who wins. And now most of those people are from other countries, and they still, even if they're Canadian citizens, the people in those area codes, they have their culture from other places. So you have people in Manitoba, British Columbia, Alberta, and so on that are, their political behavior is governed. Their political mandates are put in place by people from other nations, effectively. It's pretty bloody frightening. Somebody needs to get into this and fix it. Politics, you know what? I'm in a place of discouragement. We are led by fools. In Canada, particularly, I'm still on the Canadian thing. I think in the US, the opposition are fools. These fools actually do fool many of us humans. A foolproof way to create fools is to follow political fools, is to pay the fools with their own money. Bribery works most of the time. It's foolish to think that the fools will stop making fools of the citizenry. Fools, fooled by fools, is foolish. Did you get all that? I mean, I called us foolish because, this Pied Piper thing. Like in Canada, that Trudeau guy, he is a Pied Piper. I mean, people are following him, and I just don't get it. In Canada, almost half of the price of a beer, glug glug, is tax. Okay, that's 5 times higher than the US of A. So all you Canadian people, join me. I think we better start drinking with both hands because we're doomed. Unless we can fix the system, we got to drink a lot of beer. Welfare checks, to end it on a lighter note. Try to get happy now because all that stuff is bloody depressing. Welfare checks, many who receive the help should not get it. You got big, strong men and women. They're getting checks because why not? The government's giving them out. I'm going to stay home and be a bum. Well, here's what you do. You take that check because they could be working and you hide it. You hide the check where they will never find it. You put it under their work boots. Hey, I'll come back tomorrow and we're going to have more for you. From the right. See ya.